and welcome back to We Love Katamari. So, we're coming up on the last couple missions, and Daisy is going to start us off by helping this baby.
Daisy would help a baby. What? Why does she keep doing that?
What? Like, she's a cow.
Did she hurt her back?
No, she's a cow.
She's clearly a giraffe.
No, she's hiding as a giraffe.
Fuck are you talking about?
That's how cows naturally ward off enemies, is by pretending to be giraffes, which are very large.
Daisy is a giraffe that is very badly hiding as a zebra.
You know, when you live in the savannah, that's the kind of life you have to lead. You have to pretend to be other animals to protect yourself.
And also sometimes you are very bad at it.
You know, this baby's already talking a lot of philosophy. I don't like it. He must have listened to one too many Mozart tracks.
And that baby, Albert Einstein. Oh no! King, please! Yeah, when's the Muso spin-off for Katamari?
I mean, it's Namco. They could have made like a Tower of Druaga mode or something.
Aw, hell yeah. It's like one of those like Air Guys style games where it's like, here's the main game, but then here's also this weird dungeon crawler you can play that's not very good.
Hey, come on now, Chirps. I'm sure the Air Guys dungeon mode kicks ass.
You're probably right. To be fair, I haven't played it, I shouldn't judge it.
Listen, you haven't LP'd it yet, so like, you don't know what's out there. You don't know what could hold it.
You know, Air Guys basically was the original, like, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
It's true. They both God bless the ring.
So our Let's Plays of it aren't gonna be good either.
Hey, none of that.
I feel like that's one of the worst things you could say about Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
It's true. So, normally, we don't have any limitations. This time, we have an extreme limitation.
I had forgotten all about the mustache.
It's very good. It's another way to disguise yourself when it comes to protecting yourself in the wild. See, now they think it's a giraffe sheriff.
Daisy is the worst failed lab experiment.
Combining all the three greatest things, giraffe, cow, and sheriff.
And also a janitor with nice facial hair also fell into the vat.
But you know, like, between Daisy and Beyond, I doubt there is, like, a town anywhere that's big enough for the both of them.
But so, the rule of this level is that you're only allowed to pick up exactly 50 objects. So, much like the cow-bear level, you have to be very particular in the way you roll around.
I was really hoping the gimmick for this level would be you just roll around for a while without picking up any objects.
Yeah, as you know, baby's very bad at math. They can only count to 50, and so that's how many items we're allowed to get.
Well, yeah, that's just how many toes they have.
Wait, what? But yeah, so searching for the present and the cousin in this case also becomes difficult, because again, you can't just start picking stuff up, otherwise you're in big trouble. There goes that clown again, and I hate him.
Bastard.
But yeah, it's very easy to get, like, caught behind something where you can't see what's going on and just, like, pick up, like, a bench or some other thing that's, like, super small.
Yeah, classic small object bench.
Yeah. Oh!
Rubber Man.
Unfortunately, we're not big enough to pick up the bear, but we can take the present from him.
I endeavor to also someday become Rubber Man.
Wish I could bounce as well as that bear. But yeah, no, keeping it to 50 is really hard because it requires a lot of, like, knowing how big things are, which is very difficult for someone with no spatial recognition, like a baby.
Man, I love this part of the song.
Yeah, this baby is always going to be satisfied with our star. It doesn't know what the fuck it's on about.
Right, like, it's also gonna have no spatial recognition for the star, so it's just like, oh, that looks pretty big.
It's like when you ask a child, like, how much money a thing should cost.
Right. Oh god, penguins! Ah!
He's gonna grab onto it and slam it into the floor a couple times, then get bored with it and walk off.
Exactly. And then you've wasted a perfectly good star.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was close.
That's it! Sometimes you just get pushed around into enough objects to end the level.
Let's just give the baby 341 tuna fish. That won't go wrong.
Also, I like that you can see in the background there's like an adult bear teaching all the baby bears how to get angry. Maybe this is like an intimidation tactic from Daisy, right? Like, if at any point this giraffe could charge at you, I feel like you're gonna be pretty scared.
Is it like when cats arch up their back a whole lot?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe she's practicing twerking.
That's unfortunate.
Alright, well fuck you too.
Did the king just now learn the word so-so, and so need to insert it into everything he says to seem smart in some way?
Yeah.
Is the king 2 years old?
I mean, Tayaki's a monarch, so his personal development probably stopped somewhere a couple months in.
That's true.
Oh wow, I didn't even see us pick up with a cousin.
It was very early, and also they're invisible, so I can understand how you might have missed it.
How are you supposed to find them?
But yeah, so Jungle is a cool cousin because he just like reflects kind of a weird version of the screen on his body.
Jungle looks like a texture issue.
It's good. It's really good.
Jungle just seems like some weird Baki enemy that's like, yes, I camouflage myself.
Jungle looks like the floor of an art studio where like several different projects and the spatters of it on the floor just make out a Katamari cousin.
Jungle looks like the carpet of a bowling alley that had a clown murdered in it.
You know, I'm glad we can please a baby.
I mean, that's high praise considering babies never actually know what the fuck they want, so...
Yeah, this one knows exactly what they want.
If they become coherent enough to where they say, yeah, I like this, sure, you can have it. Like, that's something.
But we're gonna throw it into the sky and immediately this baby's gonna start going apeshit and crying.
I mean...
It's like, where'd my star go? My star died.
Let me tell you, as someone who has a 1 year old nephew, if there's anything they like more than anything, it is throwing a thing against another thing.
You know, it's not just 1-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, it's time to take our invisible cousin out for a spin.
Man, that's a look.
And now it is. We're peacocking. So, we have another kind of weird gimmick level coming off of this already kind of weird gimmick level.
At this time, we have to roll 2 Katamaris at the same time.
Yeah, one on each stick.
Man, what's his name? Odio, the guy.
Oh yeah, Odeon.
Odeon. He's still unsettling.
He's walking around like he's fucking Agent 47, looking to figure out how to kill us.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Chirps, everybody needs a job.
I guess you're right. Especially in this economy, yeesh.
Odeon has his arms out like fucking David Byrne wearing his big suit.
Now that's a guy I'd ask to stop making sense.
Buddy, when did he start?
But yeah, so our mission this time is to make the sequel to Saturn 2.
Saturn Origins.
I thought the sequel to the Saturn was the Dreamcast.
Oh, you're right, we are making a Dreamcast.
No,
How foolish of me.
This won't end well. Halfway through this level, people are gonna play Phantasy Star Online for free on your Katamari.
Yeah, you have to pick up enough people for a LAN party. Okay, I hope you guys remembered that code, because that's how we unlock the final level.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, God, I love how Jungle reflects just like the center of the screen. So good.
Jungle, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, it's just so bizarre. Like, he reflects himself in it, because he's got the giraffe head.
And the text box. Oh, it's just so much fun to watch. So, we had a puzzle like this in the first game. Basically, we're being asked to get to a very specific size, and they're removing the size indicator on the side of the screen. So you kind of have to do it blindly. And, this also requires some knowledge, if you want to be really good at it, some knowledge of, the size of things that you know, oh, this is 20 centimeters, so as soon as I can pick this up, I'm done.
I wish, it gave you a very vague thing. Like, oh, you have to be the size of 100 tunas.
Oh, that would be good, too. That'd be a good way to spice it up, is oh, you have to be as big as 100 of these things.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're good.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so this one also a lot of spatial recognition that makes it difficult. When I was playing this, I had a screenshot of the size of the ball on top of where I was, but it doesn't help because the awkward shape of the things that you're picking up means that your circle is never going to be quite right.
Did you print out a picture of the right size and tape it to the top of your TV?
Yeah, I put it on tracing paper.
He's like a fucking GoldenEye speedrunner. He has tape on the center of his TV screen.
Yeah, so I can always get the perfect shot. But of course, I have my secondary goals as well. I gotta get the present, I gotta get the cousin, and the cousin is sitting on the shoulder of that robot, so we gotta get a little bit bigger.
Chirps just wakes up one day with amnesia. He doesn't know what it is, but all he has is a picture of a Katamari in his pockets.
He's got a picture of the king and it says, "Don't trust his lies."
Yeah, so as you can see, Marcy there is on the shoulder. And so we're gonna have to get a bit bigger before we can pick them up. But we don't want to pick up the robot. The robot's definitely too big.
I like that Marcy kind of looks like Jungle just because she is also just a random bunch of colors.
Yeah, like, we've got rainbow pants on, but they're rainbow in total. But that's because Marcy's a fashionista. Marcy's always looking for the new brands. And you know what? Jungle's a trendsetter.
Think you might have it, Chorps? What seems about...
Yeah, I do, and then I fuck it up. I just absolutely fuck it up. I thought I had it too, and I was like, I want to be a little bit safer. Bad idea. Just big, stupid, idiot move. Makes sense we got rainbow pants because we just pulled a clown move.
You say we.
I'm talking about me and Jungle.
Oh, the royal we.
I'm not bringing any of you guys into this, don't worry. Yes. Well, of course it's a royal we. We're the prince.
Oh, it smells like Marcy.
Weird.
Yeah, oops.
Oops.
Little Miss Hoop Dreams, very good name, though.
So do you get like a medium rating? What is it?
Yeah, like, you have ratings for if you're lower and higher and, like, very low and very high. Because it's like, oh, you kind of got close, or it's like, oh, you ended the level as soon as you started, you didn't even try at all kind of stuff. Marcy is not having it. She says, no way.
Oh, it's a scarf. I thought that was like a karate headband.
No, again, we gotta be fashionable. We're looking for scarves. Headbands are out right now. It's all headbands and peacock tails.
God. Right now, Jungle just looks like one of, like, the Broadway performers for Lion King. It rules.
Yeah. Also, I definitely imagine the scarf is like... The king would wear it as a scarf, because that's sophisticated, but the prince would wear it as a headband, because that's cool.
Right. It just shows the rebelliousness of the boomers versus the millennials.
Mm-hmm. The prince's biggest idol, Domon Kashu.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, I don't want to grow up to be king, I want to grow up to be the Karate Kid. And you know, ultimately, we taught a lesson to Little Miss Hoop Dreams. Don't trust a king.
So, I feel like the prince wearing a headband is very much like the dog wearing pants. Is it like this or like this? Like, does he just tie it around one of his ears, or does he put it, like... How does he put it on his head so that it doesn't slip off?
The prince watched The Warriors once, so he ties it around his knee.
Oh, okay.
I can imagine it going around the antenna.
Like, just on the ball, and he crosses his arms, and the little tassels flap in the wind.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Dang, he's been keeping that in really good condition. A baby, whose? And there he is, the lowest prince.
He hasn't grown all that much.
Wow, I have a child now. Now I don't have to fix any of my mistakes.
You're gonna be a football all-star, right, champ? You're gonna do what your old man never could.
I mean, given his size, he'd probably work better as just a football. Oh, sorry,
Oh, God.
Marcy.
You knocked her into the atmosphere.
But we're not quite done. Again, we're coming up to the end, and the last one's going to be pretty long. So we're looking to finish up all of the loose ends. Oh, well. Turns out fashion is actually giraffe heads today.
Look, big hairdos are in. Everybody wants that Marge Simpson look.
Right? Y'all forget the beehives. It's all about giraffe hives these days. Get with the program.
Man, I wish I was going to this school.
This is very much like Marcy's sitting down. It's like a kid telling a story where it just keeps going on and back and forth.
Yeah.
Just circling around on itself. And then you're going on a field trip, and then it was going to rain, but then in homeroom we talked about it.
I also just noticed that there's a song called Baby Universe.
Welcome to the baby universe.
Isn't that what they say at the end of Mario Galaxy?
Yeah. That's what they say after Mario has a kid, is he's the little baby universe.
Yeah.
Because like the little stars in that game, you feed him full of star bits and he explodes into a planet.
I really like the Luma where you just feed them 300 star bits and they're like, oh, fuck man, I gorged myself.
Time to fucking explode.
No, and then they just take a nap.
I feel like such
It's like a
pig.
very new and modern thing. Like, you no longer say, like, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Cosmos, you have a beautiful new baby boy. It's, yo, Mr. and Mrs. Cosmos, welcome to the baby universe.
Population U. And so, little known fact, the cousins all have the ability to sprout wings and fly.
Oh my god, Marcy was dead the whole time.
Marcy will get better.
Yeah, it's the giraffe that died.
Truly tragic.
You know, this tiny halo would make a great Saturn ring.
It's fashion that died today.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
So, our job here is to just roll up as many clouds as possible. It's a little hard to start because of the angle. But you grow a little bit, and suddenly you'll start being able to see the sky much better. But yeah, so we're just trying to make sure it doesn't rain on anyone's parade or field trip.
This seems like it sucks.
In which way?
To play?
It does to start. It takes a little bit of time because there are just kind of like small clouds hidden around the like clump in the middle. But once you get sort of your first size increase, things change a lot for the better.
So, these giants, are they like the size of the king, or are they smaller, or...
Oh, they're absolutely not the size of the king, because the king's the biggest thing in the galaxy.
Okay.
Oh, hey, the angle changes so you can actually see shit.
Yeah, it starts getting a lot better once you actually change size. And you can see all the great little clouds going on there. One's made of meat and ice cream. There was one earlier that was a cat eating cake, which is not allowed.
That's allowed.
Not even a little bit?
No,
Cat can have a little cake.
not at all.
We're not
No,
doing
they
this.
can't.
We're not doing this.
Wait, but can cat have cheeseburger?
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm out of this LP. I'm sorry, Chirps. I just can't deal with this shit anymore.
No, I'm rolling you up in the Katamari so you can't go.
Ah,
You're
god
stuck
damn it.
here.
The union will hear about this.
Find the cloud that's just a giant puff of weed smoke. That's where he is.
Hey, come on now. That's That's not a secret the viewer should know.
So it gets pretty hard to see the cousin and the present after a while in size. But June, the cousin for this one, is playing jump rope with a couple of the cloud people. And the present is just between two bananas.
Cool.
Right there.
So is this just a size thing, or does it, like, take note of how many raining clouds you get?
You gotta get the most clouds.
Yeah, it's taking track of all clouds, even non-raining ones, because they could always turn into raining ones. But I like that the explicitly raining ones are still shooting lightning out of your Katamari. Life is a storm.
You have angered the gods.
Yeah, I mean, the raining ones, of course, more important, but all clouds could be dangerous. Same with the different elemental goths, like this one. God, I love that he's not even connected. He's just going ape shit.
Yeah, that's he's really having a time.
He's loving it. But yeah, like all the ones where you have to pick up a certain number of something, I don't think they're too bad once you get to a certain size. It's just like figuring out how to get there quick.
Yeah.
Right, like being able to see what you're even trying to do at the beginning.
Right, that's the hardest part of this level, is being able to use your eyes.
Well, you got all the clouds, and you also destroyed all the people who create weather, so we won't have to worry about clouds ever again.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fuck agriculture.
I agree. Make your own damn rain if you want it.
There's water everywhere. Just use that.
Just like spit on it a little bit. Again, just so great that it's like a bunch of clouds, right? You very clearly, and then just some shit like shooting out of it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna use this as a seat cushion, and he doesn't recognize that there are 3 people stuck inside it that he's gonna kill.
No, he likes that.
Oh, okay. Right, it's like a warning, right? Like, don't ever cross me because you might end up like these people, dead.
You know, like in movies or whatever, like when royals have a bunch of people like carrying their seat or whatever. It's basically like that.
Right.
Imagine that, but with a beanbag chair.
Oh, that'd be cool. Force all the people to walk around with my beanbag chairs that I can sit down wherever.
Each bean in my beanbag is actually just a different person.
They carry it into my business meeting, and I sit down at the front of the table. I'm just a little too short, so only my eyes are looking over. Well, gentlemen.
Instead of having a throne, I just have like one of those exercise balls.
You try to lean back in it, but you just fall over.
No, that's exercise.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right.
That's CrossFit. I like the third category of professionals.
It's good. Look, they got picked to do that job for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
They're the best of the best.
they're quite large at the very least. Big professionals.
Third, entrepreneurs.
Who is the greatest CEO of all, if not Jesus Christ?
Also, I'm assuming that rain is referring to the rain clouds, but I think it's just funny, like, you got clouds and rain, how crazy! Those two things never go together. Wow, that almost looks like another planet, and I can't think of the name of it.
I think interestingly shaped
Saturn.
planet is a very wide descriptor that could be used for any of the planets they make.
Oh, this one's the weird one for sure.
I feel like the Cowbear planet could also be called interestingly shaped planet.
So I was looking at the time left in this video, and I was like, 2 minutes, that seems like a weird amount of time. That's not enough to do another level. And then I realized...
I don't know what you mean. I think the video is over now.
Nope, because as it turns out, it's time for a parade. Everyone enjoy my trumpet, everyone! Gonna start doing a fanfare for all the cousins.
Well, look at the time.
So, as we go through all these screens, you can look back on all the different levels we've played. All the good times we've had. All the Katamaris we've rolled.
I still think there's more to be had.
It's true. There is still a little bit more. But it's important to look back on our accomplishments, you know?
We still never rolled up the sun.
So often we're being judged by the people who give us our jobs, especially that asshole with the cows and bears. But you know, we've accomplished something here. Something bigger than ourselves. I mean, because we're very small.
Chirps, you're living too much in the past. Embrace the future. Embrace that you're gonna be treated like shit for $5 an hour.
There's just no space for fucking fashionistas in our culture anymore, and it's disgusting. Marcy's making waves, and no one gets it. The cousins get it. The second cousins get it. That guy gets it.
Yeah, that guy, he gets something.
But what about the uncles?
Now that's what I call exercise.
The uncles? Oh, I mean, I guess we have to ask the king. I don't know. Anyways. Next time.
Stuck between an elephant and a race car driver.
And so, with everyone together, next time, we take on the final mission.
You kill God.
Running everyone off of a cliff.